Hey YouTube, Renee here again. Smoking Sutliff's Crumble Cake VA Perique. This is another one of Sutliff's new Crumble Cake line. This is of course, a Virginia Perique, but with the addition of Cavendish in it. Now, it's I don't know. It's a different blend. Not in the sense that it differs from other Virginia Periques. Not in that sense. More, what I'm trying to say is, it tastes different every single time I smoke it. I keep smoking it, and every single time it seems to be a little different, than the last time. And I don't know why. It's like I've tried smoking the same pipe, and it still changed. I didn't change anything about it, but for some reason it just tasted different. So I don't know how this review is going to go, but let's get into it. What am I tasting? Well, again, I'm tasting a Virginia Perique. Now, this does say that it has generous amounts of Perique. So, you know, um, do I taste Perique? Yes, I do. it you taste it. Now, the Virginias here are not as sweet as they were in the other crumble cake, the Red Virginia crumble cake that I reviewed, last week, or that I recorded last week. Um, it, this is different. The Virginias here are different. They're not as sweet. These are more hay like, and I gotta be honest. I think that if it wasn't for the Cavendish that's in there, I probably wouldn't like this blend. Okay, but as it stands, with the Cavendish, with the addition of the Cavendish in there, I can I can smoke it comfortably. Now, it is, like I said, it is, does have Perique in it. So if you don't like Perique, this is maybe not one for you. Although, who knows? You might like it. But again, I think the Cavendish, what it does is there's so much Perique in the blend that what the Cavendish does is it mellows out the Perique, but in a very nice, naturally sweet way, and it also sweetens the Virginias that are there, sort of hay-like tasting. You can taste the tanginess from them, but you don't really get a lot of sweetness. I think the Cavendish, the addition of the Cavendish here, really, balances both out. It helps both out. It mellows out the large amounts of Perique, and it helps the Virginias rise up a little bit more with some sweetness. Mm. And like I said, the blend itself tastes different. It has tasted different every single time I've smoked it. The very first time that I smoked it, it was very sweet, and I actually liked it a lot. Then the second time I smoked it, it wasn't at all, and I thought, well, maybe it's because I dried it out. Because the very first time that I smoked it right out of the tin, perfect. It was a little wet, and I was afraid that it was going to be bad, but it wasn't. But the second time, I dried it out, completely dried it out, and that I didn't like the way it tasted, drying it out, and I thought that's what it was. But second, third, fourth time that I tried it right out of the tin, and I didn't really like the taste. But then again, all of a sudden, somewhere in there, I could see the taste. I could taste a very nice, very sweet taste in my mouth. So I thought, okay, well, I'm not catching on what's going on here. But I will tell you this: the blend itself, no matter what, it does get better as you smoke it. Okay, as you go down the bowl, halfway down the bowl, it gets a lot sweeter. I think the smoke in the bowl really helps out the leaf, and it just, I don't know, the flavors really come together, and it does change. So if you first start out and you don't like it, just at least give it a whole bowl. Keep smoking it at least halfway. I think you're going to notice that the flavor is going to change. And like I said, it just gets a little sweeter. It's got more hardiness to it. Everything comes together, so you no longer can taste just the Perique and or the Virginias. You taste the Virginia Perique. You taste one whole flavor, which is nice. But then again, like I said, this has that Cavendish, and to me, I think the Cavendish really does help a lot, and it really brings this blend together. If it wasn't for the Cavendish, like I said, I probably wouldn't like it. This is a little different when it comes to Virginia Periques. This has no sweet topping on it, at least none that I can detect. So, of course, I think this is one of those blends for the true Virginia Perique lovers, real Virginia Perique lovers that, love the taste of Perique. Me personally, I mean, I'm starting to really like Virginia Periques, but I'm not there yet. Not so much, not as much as this blend takes you. This really takes you to a Virginia Perique realm. I'm not there yet. Again, when you smoke it aggressively, Virginia Periques normally you have to take your time, but when you smoke this aggressively, because of the Cavendish, and normally the Cavendish would burn really really hot, but I think all three leaves together really help each other out. Mm. And all in all, it is an enjoyable blend, but like I said, it is something of a stronger Virginia Perique than I'm used to, at least. So, yeah, Sutliff Crumble Cake Virginia Perique. Would I recommend it? Yes, and only because I think that this is one of those blends that really, really gives you a Virginia Perique experience, and it really lets you taste what a Virginia Perique really tastes like. Um, would I buy it again? Probably not. Like I said, if it wasn't because of the Cavendish, I probably wouldn't like it. And I think the Cavendish is really helping it out. But at times, I feel that I can't taste it, and that's probably why I don't like it. So there you have it, guys. As always, thank you for watching. If you still are, y vayan con Dios.